Hi, in this video we'll test RealPhone's Ultimate Edition with full audio demo, so you'll be able to hear the actual signal while I'll be playing around with the settings, and also hear from the founder of ViSonic, Mr. Alexei Kaminu. I hope I pronounced that right. So ViSonic is the company that developed or created RealPhone's plugin, which is also the plugin that powers our USC2 calibration plugin. So let's see where this leads. Coming up. All right, so I have a session ready over here. I'll be muting my voice as I go along, so you'll only hear the original source audio. I have a song here, a demo song that comes with Studio One, Rhythm of the Night, and I've chosen to use this part of the chorus in a loop, so it will be easier to hear the differences that the plugin will do. So let's just start. So I'll play the actual song, you'll hear the actual signals, and then I'll open up the RealPhone's full edition and we'll play with it. I'll go through all the presets, and later on I'll play around with the knobs and sliders. All right. All right, so now I'll continue with the demo and I'll go through all these little sections. So the fine tuning, I'll explore different rooms and ambiances and speakers and HRTFs and so on, so you can tag along and hear the differences that the program does. This is now fine tuning. It depends on who you are, what you like, what your taste is, and of course what kind of headphones you're using. So it might not sound too good for you, but it will illustrate the capabilities of the software. All right. Hi, Alex. I hope you're doing well.
Hi, Rock. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. How did the real phones really start? What was the initial idea and the main problem that you were trying to solve when you started this software company?
It was my personal problem. I want to make mixing in my room, but I don't have enough gear, enough stuff to do this well. The first thing any young man can get is headphones. From the start, I was not happy with the sound I got from them. Do you remember those retro hardpan recordings when you hear drums from the left and voice from the right?
Some of the Beatles stuff.
Yes, the Beatles and other bands from the time. Very uncomfortable to listen to such type of reproduction and any other hardpan sound sounding wrong. And also I've heard unnatural resonances. All these was the problem when I tried to mix with headphones. After I graduated, I started working as a sound engineer. At that time, few plugins existed which did the job, but I was not happy. I thought that I could do something better. So it was a hobby. But around 10 years ago, it became an active hobby. I found a partner, friend of mine, and he helped me to start measurements. And actually, 10 years ago, I started active research on this. And a few months later, we got first clients.
Great, fantastic. So maybe can you briefly, in a minute or two, share how did you approach calibrating these headphones? Is this database developed by Real Phones? Is it a combination of your own measurements and something that you got from some other databases? And how did you make decisions upon, what is a good measurement, what is a good calibration that can be used inside Real Phones?
When we're talking about Real Phones, it's a combination of headphone calibration and simulation, and there are two separate parts, but they should work. They work only in combination. If we are talking about headphones measurements, I tried a lot of experiments. And I came to conclusion that at the moment there is no such thing as a perfect headphone measurement microphone. So the key part of our technology is combining this microphone measurement and then a special process of measurements by ear.
You do have in your full edition, so we have the USC2 software that was developed together with you. Basically, it's Real Phones software that is trimmed down, stripped into the core essence that comes with our X1 headphones. But the ultimate edition that you offer, so the full edition of Real Phones, has many other things involved. So, for example, the stripped down, the older version of the Real Phones only has like one studio, one car, one club, Harman target, our Olo flat target, and spatial target. So that's basically all you can do and adjust in our software. But with the full edition, there's so many more combinations. But not just that, you also offer, for example, the placement of speakers, the angle of the speakers. You also offer some sort of HRTF. So maybe you can share a little bit on how that is being integrated into the software, but maybe even more how to use these as the end user.
Olo USC2 edition, it's enough for many people and for many things. So you already get a special simulation and a selection of 3 different environments. let's talk about reference monitoring first. Reference monitoring should be neutral and should have as little unwanted coloring as possible. It replicates some idealized environment. It could be enough, but when we go deeper inside music industry, we found that, for instance, a lot of people love the sound of Yamaha NS10 monitors, and they are not flat, but they have other properties. They can reveal the problems in vocal range. Yes, so the selection which get USC2 customers is enough for many situations. But there are people who can demand more. For instance, cubes. Yes, small speakers with more limited response. For me, for instance, it's very important when you mix to have the selection of near field, midfield, and far field, because it's a different representation of special details and groove. Industry standard 3 fields monitoring is the first thing advanced users may need. Different music style has its own character. Audio engineer is not only technical work. It's also a creative work, and I think it's a good idea to find the monitoring environment which can inspire you. We offer not only reference monitoring, we offer also real-world studios, which are not neutral. Yes, they have own voice. Some people prefer brand A, other people prefer brand B and C, and they will tell that this brand works best for him. The combination of personal factor, headphone can play the role when you pick environment, simulation. So for some people, their subjective preference may be more for one studio than for another. So this is one more reason for getting more choices.
Is there a recommendation from you from Realphones in terms of how do you make these decisions on what sounds are really good and natural and consistent? Just any music, or do you prefer some specific music, maybe some specific signals to fine-tune the software for an individual?
I believe that most of Realphones users may not need to dig too deep in this. Yes, so they use factory presets and they are happy. You rely on engineers who give you the product. It is one type of approach, and the other type of approach is when people get more experience, they understand what they need. The final destination is mixed translation. The intermediate point is the natural sound of music. The modern period starts around the mid of 20th century when electricity was used to record and reproduce sound. Yes, and the reference at that time was acoustic music. Yes, and if you are very conservative and if you have some academic background, you may rely on reproduction of acoustic music. But what is similar in this case is to make sound is as natural for you as possible. If you get natural sound and if you get less undesired coloration, you are on the right way of setting up of your reference monitoring.
It's a process of personalizing
yes,
the system for you. So it's okay to ask the question, if I am using a system that is personalized to my taste and my ears,
yes,
how will it achieve translation in mixing? Because if my ears have a very long ear canal and I have a strong resonance at 3K, for example, everything I hear is different than everybody else. So when I make a mix that sounds neutral for my ears, will this mix still sound okay for someone else in the generic world. What do you think about this topic?
It's very easy to overcome when you're using speakers, because despite of individual ear resonance, when you hear voice, when you hear musical instruments, they are reference for you. So your reference is not the resonance of your ear, it's the external sound. And that external sound is reproduced in the same way for all listeners. So they have different personal preferences, but they have the same source. That's why it's very important to keep acoustic music as a reference point, because it is the same for all people, and it is the same. It does not contain electronic devices which can distort the sound. So that's the key. When we talk about speakers, if you measure them in anechoic condition, you get this flat line. We don't see the tradition of changing frequency response. They are flat, and that is the starting point. So acoustic reference flat exists regardless of your ear resonances. But when we go to headphones, that is the problem, because when you have a small speaker at your ear,
the acoustic coupling is very, very different for every individual headphone and every individual head. So it's not the same coupling. When you're in a room, the coupling between the speaker and human ears is pretty much the same for everyone, unless, I mean, only at the very last mile there are slight differences, but we are using the same reference. So even though we hear differently, we are still kind of agreed on what sounds good or what sounds natural. When we do use headphones, of course, the acoustic coupling is different depending on the size, on the clamping force, how you position your headphones to the front or to the back. So the acoustic coupling is very different, and because of the area and the amount of air available is so much smaller, every change is much more dramatically represented in the final sound. So of course, yes, for this reason, it's very difficult to have a true reference for everyone using headphones. It's also the reason why we have so many different ways and approaches to tuning headphones, and of course to emulation as well. It's also the reason why you've built all this a lot of amount of different settings and presets into your software. But as you mentioned, it does require some level of expertise to set things better and to really understand it. But if you trim it down to the basics of audio engineering, it's always a process of getting good headphones or good monitors. It doesn't really matter. And then spending time listening to a lot of music to really understand how it behaves. And once you've achieved that, then of course your mixes can translate and will translate. It's not mandatory to have perfectly flat frequency response, but it is mandatory to listen to a lot of reference tracks with headphones or with speakers. If they are calibrated, that's better because there's less guesswork going on. But it's still a process of learning the monitoring system that you're using, I guess. What do you think?
Yes, learning is important part, but it's not only learning of your own system, but it's a lot of your personal experience in music. People who has less experience can rely on factory presets, and who has more experience can rely on their own desire. And what you told about this difference in coupling, that is the reason why end user may need customization. You can read a lot of reviews, but when you need to listen to make your own impression, especially with headphones. No other choices. You need to listen to understand, does it match to you? Does it match your expectations? It's very important. A very useful feature of real phones is selection of non-studio environments. The listening condition, they are quite unpredictable. Control room is a physical emulation of listening condition of the end user. Yes, so the typical control room mimics the living room. Yes, and it's very important to have this acoustic space. If we don't need similarity, we would mix in anechoic room. You don't need to tune it, you don't need to make this certain amount of decay and so on. You just go to place anechoic room and make everything you need. Or you just go to headphones and you make anything you need. But when you reproduce this in untreated room, you have the different result. In the modern world, there are a lot of different devices. Only living room. When you go out of living room, you go into the car, yes? You go into cafe, you go into club. You even go to a big concert venue and you hear the different reproduction. You need to be happy with your track, how it sounds inside your studio, but also you need to be happy how it sounds outside your studio. That is the advantage of using headphones for making this mix check. Yes, when you have studio, it could be perfect in working as a reference monitoring, yes. But you need to take your track and go outside, go inside your car, you need to use a lot of devices and so on. But real phones give you option, give you possibility to make this check without spending too much time on this. Yes, just press button and you get. And also some unfriendly environments, for instance, a huge concert hall can help you to reveal some hidden flaws of your track. Yes, so in normal condition you may not recognize the problem, but when you go to this stressful environment, you can find the problem. And Real Phones Ultimate Edition offers you a lot of choices, including these big venues. And I think it's a very important aspect of mix translation.
Thank you. All right. I think we've went extensively through the features of the software and how it was built and the philosophy behind it as well. So, Alexei, thank you for joining and explaining this. And I hope that the next version, we can improve it even further and push the boundaries of what is possible to the absolute edge.
Thank you. I'm sure that we can do something more to make it better. Yes.
All right. And I'm back to finish this one up. I hope you enjoyed it. That was a quick demo. And if you have any questions, go ahead, reach out to me, but as well to Real Phones directly. The important thing is that the calibration file that comes with these headphones is compatible with Real Phones Full Edition as well as it is also compatible with the Waves NX plugins and of course with the USC 2 plugin, which is powered by the Real Phones audio engine. So all of that works really well with the X1 Studio headphones. Maybe on a final note, the calibration file that does come with the X1 can be used with any plugin, any EQ, if you just open it up and manually transfer the calibration values into whatever EQ strip. So it's really flexible in that way. Well, I hope you enjoyed this audio demo, and you kind of get the idea of room emulations and what the Real Phones can do for you. I'm sorry, it's really impossible to properly test the calibration and send it over to you guys, because you have different headphones and it would just not work. But hopefully one day that will be possible as well. Until the next time, stay safe and sound. Bye.